ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. அனைவருக்கும் காலை வணக்கம். நாம் அனைவரும் நமது மனதை ஒரு நிலைப்படுத்தி நம்முடைய இன்றைய இந்த காலை நேர கூட்டு தியானத்தில் நமக்குள் எவ்விதமான எண்ண ஓட்டங்களும் கவனச்சிதறல்களும் இல்லாமல் அன்னையை முழுமையாக பக்தியுடன் நமஸ்கரித்து நமது குண்டலினி எழுப்பி பந்தனிட்டுக் கொள்ளலாம். கவனத்தை நம்முடைய இதயத்திற்கு கொண்டு வந்து அன்னையிடம் பிரார்த்தனை செய்யலாம். தாயே, தயவு செய்து தாங்கள் எங்களின் இதயத்திற்குள் வந்து அமர்ந்திடுங்கள். தங்களின் வருகைக்காக எங்களின் இதயத்தை நாங்கள் சுத்தம் செய்கிறோம் அம்மா. தங்களின் பொற்கமல பாதங்களை எங்களின் இதயத்தில் வைத்திடுங்கள். தங்களுடைய பொற்கமல பாதத்தை நாங்கள் அனுதினமும் வணங்கும் பாக்கியத்தை தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள். எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் அனைத்து மாயைகளையும் தவறான நம்பிக்கையையும் முழுமையாக அகற்றிவிட்டு எங்களை எப்பொழுதும் உண்மையின் பக்கம் வைத்திடுங்கள் அம்மா. எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் மேலோட்டமான தன்மையை தயவு செய்து எடுத்துவிடுங்கள். எங்களின் இதயத்தில் தங்களின் பொற்கமல திருப்பாதங்களை பார்ப்பதற்கு அருள் புரியுங்கள் அம்மா. தாயே, எங்களின் இன்றைய இந்த காலை நேர கூட்டு தியானத்தை தாங்களே வழிநடத்தி செல்வதோடு எங்களுக்கான இன்றைய இந்த தியானத்தில் ஆழமான அமைதியான ஆனந்த தியான நிலையை தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்கு தந்தருள்வதோடு அனுமதியும் தாருங்கள் அம்மா. மெதுவாக நமது இரு கைகளையும் அன்னையை நோக்கி வைத்தவாறு கவனத்தை நம்முடைய சகஸ்ரார சக்கரத்தில் வைத்து 3 மகா மந்திரங்களையும் மற்றும் ஸ்ரீ கணேச மந்திரத்தையும் கூறலாம்.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री गणेश मंत्र। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
மெதுவாக நமது இரு கைகளையும் பூமி தாயின் மீது வைத்து கவனத்தை 2 கைகளிலும் சகஸ்ராராவிலும் வைத்திருக்கலாம். தாய், தயவு செய்து எங்களின் பாதங்கள் தங்கள் மீது படுவதற்காக எங்களை மன்னிப்பீர்களாக. தாய், தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் அனைத்து விதமான உபாதைகளையும் எதிர்மறை தீய சக்திகளையும் பூமி மார்க்கமாக ஈர்த்து கொள்ளுங்கள் அம்மா. தாயே, தயவு செய்து எங்களை சம நிலையில் வைத்திருந்து இந்த மகா யோகம் செய்வதற்கு தயவு செய்து அனுமதி தாருங்கள் அம்மா. மந்திரம் ஸ்ரீ ஆதி பூமி தேவி சாக்ஷாத். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदि भूमि देवी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. கவனத்தை நம்முடைய சகஸ்ராராவிலும் அப்படியே பூமி மாதாவில் நமது 2 கைகளை வைத்து மூலாதாரத்திலும் வைத்து ஸ்ரீ கணேச அதர்வசேஷம் கூறலாம்.
श्री गणेश अथर्व शीर्षम्। ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारपरतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
கவனத்தை மெதுவாக நமது இடநாடிக்கு கொண்டு வரலாம். தாய், தாங்களே ஸ்ரீ மகா காளி ஸ்ரீ பைரவராவீர். தயவு செய்து எங்களின் இடா நாடியை சுத்திகரிப்பு செய்திடுங்கள். தாயே, எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் தூய்மையற்ற கவனங்களையும் தூய்மையற்ற ஆசைகளையும் தேவையற்ற கடந்த காலத்தின் எண்ணங்களையும் குற்ற உணர்வையும் பயத்தையும் மமகாரத்தையும் தயவு செய்து அகற்றி விடுங்கள் அம்மா. தாய், நாங்கள் தங்கள் அருளால் தூய்மையான ஆத்மாதான். தங்களின் அன்பை நாங்கள் பிரதிபலிக்க கூடியவர்களாக இருப்பதற்கும் எப்பொழுதும் எங்களின் கவனம் சமநிலையில் நிகழ்காலத்தில் மட்டுமே நிலைத்திருப்பதற்கும் தயவு செய்து அருள் புரியுங்கள் அம்மா. நமது கவனத்தை நமது இடா நாடியிலேயே வைத்திருந்து ஸ்ரீ பத்ரகாளி கவசத்தை நாம் ஆழமாக உள்வாங்கி நமது இடா நாடியில் நமது நுண் அதிர்வுகளை நாம் உணரலாம்.
श्री भद्रकाली कवचम्। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। नारद उवाच कवचं श्रोतुमिच्छामि ताञ्च विद्यां दशाक्षरीं नाथ त्वत्तो हि सर्वज्ञ भद्रकाल्याश्च साम्प्रतं। नारायण उवाच शृणु नारद वक्ष्यामि महाविद्यां दशाक्षरीं गोपनीयं च कवचं त्रिषु लोकेषु दुर्लभम्। ॐ ह्रीं श्रीं क्लीं कालिकायै स्वाहेति च दशाक्षरीं दुर्वासा हि ददौ राज्ञै पुष्करे सूर्यपर्वणि। दशलक्षजपेनैव मन्त्रसिद्धिकृता पुरा पञ्चलक्षजपेनैव पठन् कवचमुत्तमम्। बभूव सिद्धकवचोऽप्ययोध्यामाजगामसः कृत्स्नां हि पृथिवीं जिज्ञे कवचस्य प्रसादतः। नारद उवाच श्रुता दशाक्षरी विद्या त्रिषु लोकेषु दुर्लभा अधुना श्रोतुमिच्छामि कवचं ब्रूहि मे प्रभो। नारायण उवाच शृणु वक्ष्यामि विप्रेन्द्र कवचं परमाद्भुतं नारायणेन यद्दत्तं कृपया शूलिने पुरा। त्रिपुरस्य वधे घोरे शिवस्य विजयाय च तदेव शूलिना दत्तं पुरा दुर्वाससे मुने। दुर्वाससा च यद्दत्तं सुचन्द्राय महात्मने अतिगुह्यतरं तत्त्वं सर्वमन्त्रौघविग्रहम्। ॐ ह्रीं श्रीं क्लीं कालिकायै स्वाहा मे पातु मस्तकं क्लीं कपालं सदा पातु ह्रीं ह्रीं ह्रीमिति लोचने। ॐ ह्रीं त्रिलोचने स्वाहा नासिकां मे सदावतु क्लीं कालिके रक्ष रक्ष स्वाहा दन्तान् सदावतु क्लीं भद्रकालिके स्वाहा पातु मे धरयुग्मकम्। ॐ ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं कालिकायै स्वाहा कण्ठं सदावतु। ॐ ह्रीं कालिकायै स्वाहा कर्णयुग्मं सदावतु। ॐ क्रीं क्रीं क्लीं काल्यै स्वाहा स्कन्धं पातु सदा मम। ॐ क्रीं भद्रकाल्यै स्वाहा मम वक्षः सदावतु। ॐ क्लीं कालिकायै स्वाहा मम नाभिं सदावतु। ॐ ह्रीं कालिकायै स्वाहा मम पृष्ठं सदावतु। रक्तबीजविनाशिन्यै स्वाहा हस्तौ सदावतु। ॐ ह्रीं क्लीं मुण्डमालिन्यै स्वाहा पादौ सदावतु। ॐ ह्रीं चामुण्डायै स्वाहा सर्वाङ्गं मे सदावतु। प्राच्यां पातु महाकाली चाग्नेय्यां रक्तदन्तिका। दक्षिणे पातु चामुण्डा नैऋत्यां पातु कालिका। श्यामा च वारुणे पातु वायव्यां पातु चण्डिका। उत्तरे विकटास्या चाप्यैशान्यां साट्टहासिनी। पातूर्ध्वं लोलजिह्वासा मायाद्या पात्वधः सदा। जले स्थले चान्तरिक्षे पातु विश्वप्रसूः सदा। इति ते कथितं वत्स सर्वमन्त्रौघविग्रहं। सर्वेषां कवचानां च सारभूतं परात्परम्। सप्तद्वीपेश्वरो राजा सुचन्द्रोऽस्य प्रसादतः। कवचस्य प्रसादेन मान्धाता पृथिवीपतिः। प्रचेतालोमशश्चैव यतः सिद्धो बभूवः। यतो हि योगिनां श्रेष्ठः सौभरिप्पिप्पलायनः। यदि स्यात् सिद्धकवचः सर्वसिद्धीश्वरो भवेत्। महादानानि सर्वाणि तपांस्यैवं व्रतानि च। निश्चितं कवचस्यास्य कलान्नार्हन्ति षोडशीम्। इदं कवचमज्ञात्वा भजेत् कालीं जगत्प्रसूं। शतलक्षं प्रजप्तोऽपि न मन्त्रसिद्धिदायकः। इति श्रीब्रह्मवैवर्तमहापुराणे गणपतिखण्डे नारदनारायणसंवादे भद्रकाली कवचनिरूपणं नाम 37 साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
நமது கவனத்தை இப்பொழுது மெதுவாக நமது பிங்களா நாடிக்கு கொண்டு வரலாம். தாயே, தாங்களே ஸ்ரீ மகா சரஸ்வதி ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமராவீர். தயவு செய்து எங்களின் பிங்களா நாடியை சுத்திகரிப்பு செய்திடுங்கள். தாயே, தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் அனைத்து விதமான அசுர குணங்களையும், அதிகப்படியான சிந்தனைகளையும், அதிகப்படியான உடல் உஷ்ணத்தையும், திருப்தியற்ற மனநிலையும், பொறுப்பற்ற நிலையும், இனிமையற்ற செயல்களையும், நான் என்ற அகங்காரத்தையும் தயவு செய்து எங்களிடமிருந்து அகற்றிவிடுங்கள் அம்மா. தாயே, நாங்கள் தங்கள் அருளால் உண்மையை உணர்ந்த நிலையில் தர்மத்தின்படி எங்களின் செயல்களில் நாங்கள் செயலாற்றுவதோடு, எங்களின் அனைத்து செயல்களிலும் நாங்கள் எங்களின் கவனத்தை நிகழ்காலத்திலேயே நிலைத்திருந்து சமநிலையில் இருப்பதற்கு தயவு செய்து அருள் புரியுங்கள் அம்மா. நமது கவனத்தை நம்முடைய பிங்களா நாடியிலேயே வைத்திருந்து ஸ்ரீ சரஸ்வதி நாமாவளியை கேட்கலாம். அதை கேட்கும் பொழுது நாம் இப்பொழுது ஆழமான அமைதியான நிலையில் நமது பிங்களா நாடியில் கவனத்தை செலுத்தும் பொழுது நமது இடா நாடியில் ஏற்பட்டுள்ள அந்த குளிர்ந்த நிலைப்பாடு நுண்ணதிர்வுகளை உணர்ந்தோம். அதேபோல் நாம் இப்பொழுது நமது பிங்களா நாடியிலும் உணரும் பொழுது நாம் சம நிலைக்கு இயல்பாகவே வந்துவிடுவோம். கவனம் நமது பிங்களா நாடியிலேயே வைத்திருப்போம்.
सरस्वती महाभद्रा महामाया वरप्रदा श्रीप्रदा पद्मनिलया पद्माक्षी पद्मवक्त्रका शिवानुजा पुस्तकभृत् ज्ञानमुद्रा रमापरा कामरूपा महाविद्या महापातकनाशिनी महाश्रया मालिनी च महाभोगा महाभुजा महाभागा महोत्साहा दिव्यांगा सुरवन्दिता महाकाली महापाशा महाकारा बला भोगदा भारती भामा गोविन्दा गोमती शिवा जटिला विन्ध्यवासा विन्ध्याचल विराजिता चण्डिका वीणा वादिनी ब्राह्मी ब्रह्मज्ञानैकसाधना सौदामिनी सुधामूर्तिः सुभद्रासुरपूजिता सुवासिनी सुनासा च विनिद्रा पद्मलोचना विद्यारूपा विशालाक्षी ब्रह्मजाया महाफला त्रयीमूर्ति त्रिकालज्ञा त्रिगुणा शास्त्ररूपिणी शुम्भासुरप्रमथिनी च शुभदा च स्वरात्मिका रक्तबीजनिहन्त्री च चामुण्डा चाम्बिका तथा सर्व अज्ञाननाशिनी च धूम्रलोचनमर्दना सर्वदेवस्तुता सौम्या सुरासुरनमस्कृता कालरात्रि कलाधारा रूपसौभाग्यदायिनी शारदा च वरारोहा वाराही वारिजासना चित्राम्बरा चित्रगन्धा चित्रमाल्यविभूषिता कान्ता कामप्रदा वन्द्या विद्याधरसुपूजिता श्वेतासना नीलभुजा चतुर्वर्गफलप्रदा चतुराननसाम्राज्या रक्तमध्या निरञ्जना हंसासना नीलजङ्घा ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिवात्मिका एवं सरस्वती देव्या नाम्नामष्टोत्तरं शतम् साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
நமது கவனத்தை மெதுவாக நாம் நமது சுழுமுனை நாடிக்கு கொண்டு வரலாம். தாய் தாங்களே ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி ஸ்ரீ மகாவிஷ்ணுவாவீர். தயவு செய்து எங்களின் சுழுமுனை நாடியை சுத்திகரிப்பு செய்திடுங்கள். தாயே, தங்கள் அருளால் நாங்கள் சம நிலையில் இருக்கிறோம் அம்மா. இந்த சமநிலையில் நாங்கள் இறைவனின் ஆனந்த நிலையில் நிலை கொண்டு அந்த ஆனந்தத்தை நாங்கள் உணர்வதோடு அதை எங்களின் உள்ளும் புறமும் வெளிப்படுத்தும் நிலைப்பாட்டில் நாங்கள் இணைந்திருப்பதற்கு தயவு செய்து அருள் புரியுங்கள் அம்மா. தாய், தங்கள் அருளால் நாங்கள் சம நிலையில் இருக்கின்றோம். மெதுவாக நமது கவனத்தை நம்முடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தில் வைத்து ஸ்ரீ கணேஷா கௌரி குண்டலினி மாதா சாக்ஷாத் ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेशा गौरी कुंडलिनी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। தாயே, தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்கு ஸ்ரீ கணேச தத்துவத்தை எங்களுள் முழுமையாக நிலைநிறுத்த தயவு செய்து அருள் புரியுங்கள் அம்மா. எங்களின் அனைத்து சக்கரங்களிலும் ஸ்ரீ கணேச தத்துவம் வெளிப்பட வேண்டும் அம்மா. எங்களின் அனைத்து நிலைகளிலும் நாங்கள் ஸ்ரீ கணேசரின் குணத்தையும் தங்களின் அன்பையும் வெளிப்படுத்தக்கூடியவர்களாக மட்டுமே இருப்பதற்கு தயவு செய்து அருள் புரிந்து எங்களை வலிமையுடையவர்களாக மாற்றிவிடுங்கள் அம்மா. கவனம் மெதுவாக நமது சுவாதிஷ்டான சக்கரம், மெதுவாக நாபி சக்கரம், மெதுவாக பவசாகரம், மெதுவாக ஹிருதய சக்கரம், மெதுவாக விசுத்தி சக்கரம், மெதுவாக ஆஞ்ஞா சக்கரம், மெதுவாக சகசிராரம். எவ்வித மந்திரங்களும் உறுதிமொழிகளும் பிரார்த்தனைகளும் இல்லாமல் நாம் ஒவ்வொரு சக்கரங்களிலும் நமது கவனத்தை கொண்டு வந்து மேலாக ஒவ்வொன்றாக நம்ம கொண்டு வரும் பொழுது நமது குண்டலினி தாய் மேல் எழும்புவதை நன்கு நாம் உணர இயலும். இப்பொழுது நமது சகசிரார சக்கரத்தில் நமது கவனத்தை வைத்திருக்கும் பொழுது நம்மால் அந்த குளிர்ந்த நுண்ணதிர்வுகளை முழுமையாக உணர இயலுகிறது. நமது எண்ணங்களும் அனைத்தும் தடைப்பட்டு எண்ணங்களற்ற அந்த நிலையில் ஒரு அமைதியும் ஆனந்தமும் உணர முடிகிறது. நமது கவனத்தை நம்முடைய சகசிரார சக்கரத்திலிருந்து சற்று மேலே கொண்டு சென்று ஸ்ரீ நிர்விசாரா சாக்ஷாத் ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निर्विचारा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. நமது இதே நிலைப்பாட்டில் சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருக்கலாம். நமது இதே தியான நிலையில் தொடர்ந்து நாம் அன்னையின் சொற்பொழிவு நேற்றைய தொடர்ச்சி என்று கேட்கலாம். 1994 ஸ்ரீ ஆதிசக்தி பூஜையில் அன்னை ஆற்றிய சொற்பொழிவு.
Touches this Parama Chaitanya, then you become empowered by that. That's how you are Sahajogis. But you are not God. The incarnations can say, I am God. You are not incarnations. But none of the incarnations have ever said that they are Adishakti. They cannot. This power of Adishakti, which we call Param Chaitanya, is the power that loves you, has complete control of the nature. It understands, it thinks, it knows everything. Everything about you, it knows. It works in every angle, in every walk of your life. It is with you entirely. As if, supposing you fall into a river which is flowing fast and you cannot swim anymore. You cannot use your hands anymore. You start flowing with it. And then you realize that flowing with it is a better thing than to try to get out of it. But just flowing with it. Just enjoy all the nature around you. You don't get drowned. On the contrary, you feel you are elevated. And you are flowing with it. Then you understand, what am I to do about something when it's done by Param Chaitanya for me? But credit should be given to your Kundalini, which has worked it out, has put you onto that shore, has put you onto that beautiful heavenly kingdom of God. Thus, you understand there are two things that have happened. That first, your mother, your Kundalini, which is within you, which is your own mother, which has been with you throughout, has given you this birth. And then it has taken to that power, which power you can use yourself. You are empowered by that. You'll be amazed how this power helps. I mean, you see, I shouldn't say that you can have all the powers. I shouldn't say that. But today, you see, they were complaining about somebody. Immediately, I told the name of the person. Now you'll say how I knew. But I just know. That's all I can say. I just know. Supposing you are dealing with carpets, all right. So you know what pattern is this, what pattern is that, from where it has come, everything. You know. Isn't it? If you are there, you know everything. If this power is everywhere, one has to know everything. The connection is such. If you want to know, you can know anything. So they have called also Buddha as Sarvalokiteshvara. That he sees all the lokas. How does he see? Sarvalokiteshvara. Because his ego, what we call, is the Parama ego, you can call it. Mahat Ahankara knows everything, while your ego doesn't know anything. Because it doesn't know anything, you are enveloped by it. If he had known, if the ego had known what is the truth, you will be a free person, absolutely free. But you don't want to surrender your ego. You don't want to allow yourself to flow into the river as Tao, oh, he said it. No, you don't want to enjoy. You want to have your own speciality. Individuality is very different from having a kind of an ego within yourself that I am this, I am that. So this differentiation must start. After realization, in the light of realization, you should start seeing this. Now the first and foremost thing is to tell your ego to sit down. Keep quiet. You don't know anything. And also in the modern times, it's a big fashion. You ask somebody, I don't know. You ask somebody, what's your name? I don't know. He doesn't even know his name. And to be stupid is a fashion. To show that you are very stupid, they think they are showing they are very innocent. It's not a stupidity. This stupidity, I don't know which animal has. Still, I don't know what is the source of it. Still, I'll have to find out. Who is the animal which has generated this stupidity in the... But I know one thing. It is our ego. Ego makes a person absolutely stupid. In Marathi, you see, thank God, the language is so rich that anybody who starts showing off his ego, they say he's climbing on a bush. There's a little bush and he's climbing on that. All this ego comes through your own so-called ideas, achievements. But what are these achievements? You don't know anything. And this is what today I have to tell you. That if anything is working out today is your surrender of your ego. If you know how to surrender your ego, you'll work it out. Another thing which surprises me sometimes, in the West especially, that I think the women are the power, the Shakti. But in the West I find women are not using Adi Shakti. No. Firstly, they are still very much possessed by their emotions and by their ideas and things like that. One side is man who is with the ego. But even women are very egoistical, very much. It's very difficult. For example, you marry some girl, Western girl, to somebody, she'll be very happy, jumping, taking all the presents, congratulations, wearing all dress, everything. After 10 days she'll come and say, Mother, I'm confused. Confused? How? I'm now confused. You are confused now or before? I'm now confused. All right. You return all your ornaments, everything. No, then let me think. This is not the level of a Sahajogini. Sahajogini is the Shakti. And she has to take up challenges. I'll show you. I'll do it better. On the contrary, I find them extremely dominating. I'm amazed. Why should Shakti dominate? If she's Shakti, she'll not dominate. Those who are not will dominate. Like you see, you go in India to any collector's house, the collector would be humble, but the constable would be dominating. In the same way, I find this domination business is very common. And also a kind of a temperament of like a nun. They'll dress up like a nun, behave like a nun, they won't smile. What is? Are you Sahajoginis? Or what are you? Are you nuns? Then better join nunnery. Why I'm telling you, we're talking about Adi Shakti. So I'm talking about Shakti. How the Shakti has to come up. I was surprised that women were not spreading Sahaja. So somebody told me that leaders don't want women to spread Sahaja. I said, wrong. If the leader says that, it's not proper. But first of all, the Sahajoginis have to be real Sahajoginis. Because so far I've seen anybody else, you try to give any lady, try to give her the position of a leader, she just finishes off the people. Not all, but some. Now the duty of a Sahajogini is to develop herself through meditation, through understanding oneself, and through self-esteem that I am a Sahajogini. I am the one who is Shakti. I am the potential of that. I am the potential myself. What do? Nothing. I didn't erect this, I didn't put this on, nothing of the kind. I am nicely sitting here talking. But potential I am. Am I the potential? This is what the Sahajoginis have to decide. Otherwise, they are possessed, they are daydreaming, thinking no end of themselves. It's very difficult. I want some nice Sahajoginis to be the leaders. I really want. But as soon as they become leader, they are on a horse, running so fast. So humble down yourself. Unless and until there's a big space in the pitcher, what water can flow into it? Have a very large heart. Anybody comes to your house, you don't like it. Don't want to do anything for other Sahajoginis, looking after them. It is really again and again I say in the West that women have to take up Shakti into themselves. And Shakti doesn't mean dominate your husband and make a fool out of him. No. It means give him powers. You are the supplier power of the whole family. And this is our family. All this is my family. I'm so concerned about everyone. Even the little thing I'm bothered about. I'm never satisfied that I've done my job now and I can now, tonight I'll go off to sleep, I'll not think of anyone. Never. Concern about this and concern about that. All the time it's flowing, this power. And my concern is powerful. That works. Because my concern is genuine. I'm not concerned about myself. Never. You'll be amazed when I see all these women doing all kinds of things to preserve themselves. I'm surprised. What is needed is the concern. And once you develop that concern, a genuine, loving, compassionate concern about others. Even about children, I've seen that they never look after each other's children. They never help others. Somebody had to go for taking out the tooth. She had to carry the child with him. I mean, this is true. If you do not have concern, then you will not have collective mind. You will not have the collective power. And it's important that you all should try to be very collective. Look after each other's. Now, I shouldn't say this. I was going to tell two Kabela ladies that this Kabela is an ashram. And those people who come from other ashrams, even from Australia, are surprised that they are all living here just like a hotel. They are paying for it. We all pay, but we have gardens. We look after the gardens. We look after the outside. Here nobody's bothered. They are using everything, not bothered. Surprisingly, why when I am living here, they are like this? You go to any place in Australia, you go to America, anywhere, wherever there is an ashram, they all work on Sundays. They look. Here I have not seen, they all disappear. This is your ashram. You are staying here. And is now, today I had to tell this, because I feel that Sahaj Yoga is missing out itself on their Shaktis. Some of them do not know how to smile even. And some of them are extremely dominating. I have to tell you this because you are so important. But for me, no man would have done this job. No man incarnation would have done this job. Nice, they get crucified at a young age. Very nice. Get crucified at such a young age. Then another one takes to poison. Another one is killed by somebody. It's like that. They all died very young. Nobody wanted to do this work. Nobody was. They got fed up. They got fed up. We had Ganeshwara, who went into Samadhi at the age of 23 years. Can you imagine? He must have been fed up with the people. Now, it is for you people, the ladies, have to develop that patience of your mother, that affection, that love. And then you will see how your Shakti will work out. I again and again always have talked about this. And at Adi Shakti point, I have to say, you are in your family like a Shakti. And you have to be wise. You have to be sensible. You have to understand your husband. You have to understand your children. You have to have patience. On the contrary, they spoil their children. That is to be understood, that you must know first what is good for their benevolence. Today, for example, if I say the children, if they go to a school, they should not be removed. It is for their benevolence. What are the people going to gain out of it? So somebody says no. All right, get out. What can you do? Such attachment to your own children shows you are a powerless person. You must love all the children. You must look after all the children. You must enjoy all the children. Take interest in them. But what I find, that they are only interested in their own children. We are a joint family, we should say. We all live together. We have to share everything. It is something I can't understand. Say, in India, say, if you see 5, 6 children, all the girls will run after them. All the women will look after them. I mean, it's such a pleasure to them to see any children, just they look after them. But this kind of insensitivity to your collective behavior is going to also spoil your children. So what you are going to transmit to the whole world is this Sahaj living. And the women make the society. If Indian society is good, the credit goes to the Indian women and to their wisdom. Our men are stupid in India. They have spoiled politics, economics, everything. But society is still maintained. And they are very, very, still say, on the right path. This only comes because of the wisdom of the women. If the women are busy dressing up for hours together, thinking about their clothes, what they are going to wear, finished. This is a day of worshipping the Kundalini, who is the mother. She is the mother, and you are the mother. You must know each and everything about your child. Somebody comes and tells me, my child is now a drug addict. How can it be possible? In India, children don't get drug addicts because all the time the mother is on their head like a hawk. She knows where he goes, what he does. She loves. But she knows where he goes. I mean, even when we were in college, even when I am married, if I went home, my mother would ask, where did you go? We dare not say anything. Come back by 6, even when we are married. We are supposed to tell her. That was the mother's work. The child, where he goes, what does he do, and then to say, children don't listen to you. Because, why the children don't listen? Because you do not discipline them. Here, the atmosphere is very bad, I agreed. And the children are very bad, I agreed. Everything is there, I agreed. But if you are a strong mother in your love, your children will not go. See, even now, as you know that all the time all these leaders are hovering around me. What is there? I have no honey with me or anything. They are just sitting there, just sitting next to me, all the leaders. But this is after realization. But even all my nephews, you see, they would all come and sit next to me. All my daughter-in-laws, they will all sit next to me. They would not leave me. And people used to ask them, what's wrong with you? You are all the time sticking out to your aunt. What is it? The concern. And they understand that it is for their benevolence you are telling them. But yourself should be all right. As a mother, one has to be tolerant, one has to understand. But when you have to tell them, you have to tell them. If you think, you can tell them sharply or maybe in a proper way. But the child should know that you love the child and that you love all the children. It is very subtle. Like I've seen, once I took a child of one Sahjogi with me to the market. And he was asking, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, I will buy that. Everything he wanted to buy. So I was wondering what's wrong with this boy. But say, if I take my own grandchildren, they won't buy. Nothing. Even if you want to buy 2 pairs of shoes, no, one is sufficient. If this will be spoiled, they'll never ask for anything. It's a kind of a self-esteem. They don't want anything. Same with the wives. Wives never ask for anything from them. No, nothing. Nothing. The husband will go on asking, please ask for something, ask for something. No, we don't want it. That is going to be a Sahajogini mother and a wife and the Shakti. She has no demands. Nothing she is asking for. The one who is a giver, what is she going to ask? The one who is a supplier, what is she going to ask? So I feel sometimes that the left side or the women's side in Sahaja Yoga is a little bit going down. And they have to come up. First, meditation, respect of mother, teaching the children how to work out Sahaja Yoga, talking to them about Sahaja Yoga, and not only about food, of cleanliness, of being nice to others, how to share things, and telling children about good stories that you have heard about, telling them what is dharma is, talking to them, having rapport. This is what you have to understand to make Sahaja Yoga very strong. You are the Shakti of Sahaja Yoga, take it from me. And you have to work it out that way. Instead of worrying about small things. Sometimes I receive letters from the ladies, really, it pains me. Can't understand how they are such. Our whole system of Sahaj has to be a model system that others should see and understand that what we have achieved in our day-to-day life. Adi Shakti works in day-to-day life, the smallest things to the highest. And all the time you have to learn, all the time you have to learn. Whether you are a leader or not a leader, all the time you must know what you have to know. I have not known this, I have not known that. Unless and until you develop that kind of an attitude that I have to learn, that humble attitude, that humility, I have to learn, still I have to learn. This ego will never come. Because of this ego, you are satisfied with yourself. That's the sign of an ego. You don't know how much you are torturing others, what you are destroying, nothing. But you feel extremely happy with yourself. Such a happy-go-lucky personality sometimes is living on air. What I have done today for somebody else, how have I talked to somebody else, what have I given to somebody else? I need not give you presents, there's nothing. Why should I give you presents? But I give you presents because of my own satisfaction. And if I take presents from you, it is for your own satisfaction. So, what we have to do, in what we find satisfaction? What do you find satisfaction in? Just think about it. What do we find satisfaction in? My house should be all right. My husband should be all right. My children should be all right. My. Unless and until this my shifts to another person, you are still in the realm of Maya. You have to learn this. Is to think every day, or write, all of you should write diaries. What have I done for others? What have I said to others? What will make or please another person? Small things can make the life so beautiful. And also very big things there are for you. If you do not think you are very big, all these big things are also for you. It's like this whole sky can be covered by one leaf. If you see the leaf against the sky, the leaf shows its existence. In the same way, this whole vision of Sahajyoga can be completely covered by one person who stands with this great expanse. One person here and one person there. It's so remarkable. With such a lot of Sahajyoga, there are people who are here, there and there. So remarkable that if you take their names also, I just feel I'm drenched into the ocean of joy. Only one person. Then what about you? Why can't we do that? When Adi Shakti is with you, reflected, when all her powers are with you, how much we can do in this expanse of my vision. I want to have more and more people who will be of some visions themselves. But not small people who just think of their children, think of food. No, they are not wanted. Useless. They will all drop out. I hope you have understood where you are, what do you have. What is created within you is this Kundalini, which has given you all the knowledge, everything. But there are so many I know, they don't even know what is this chakra. They don't know. I mean, going to that limit of ignorance. You have to know all these things. You have to understand what is it. Because this is for you. All for you, all this knowledge. And the greatest of all is the faith. Not a faith which is blind, but enlightened faith that you are now one with that divine power. This should really settle you completely. This is, I think, is one of the most important pujas. Because so far, Guru Pujas have been there, so many people who were worshipped as Guru Puja. Or maybe my birthday as you think it to be, or so right. But I think to understand your own powers of Kundalini and your powers that are available to you through the working of Param Chaitanya is very important. That will give you confidence, that will give you compassion, that will give you a vision, and that will make you a very great personality. Very great personality. What was George Washington? They said he was great. Oh, what was Abraham Lincoln? He was great. But you are all having your self-realization. You have to think of the whole universe, the whole expanse. Unless and until that brain develops in you, I'm sure, very sure, that the progress of Sahajyoga within and without will be less. So understand, these powers are with you. You have to utilize them with humility. May God bless you.
தாயே, எங்களுக்கான இன்றைய இந்த கூட்டு தியானத்தை தந்தமைக்கும் தாங்கள் எங்களுக்கு கூறிய அறிவுரைகளின்படி நாங்கள் அதை அனைத்தையும் எங்களின் இதயத்தில் கொண்டு நாங்கள் செயல்படுவதற்கும் எங்களை வலிமையுடையவர்களாக மாற்றியிருக்கிறீர்கள் அம்மா. நாங்கள் அதன்படியே செயலாற்றுவதற்கும் எங்களை வழி நடத்துபவர் தாங்களே ஆவீர் என்ற உண்மையை நாங்கள் உணர்ந்த நிலையில் எங்களுக்கான இன்றைய நிலையை தந்தமைக்கும் எங்களின் கோடான கொடி நன்றிகளை தங்களுடைய பொற்கமல திருப்பாதங்களில் பணிவோடு சமர்ப்பிக்கின்றோம். பூரண மந்திரம். ஓம் த்வமேவ சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ ஆதிசக்தி மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ நிர்மலா தேவை நமோ நமக. தொடர்ந்து தியானத்தில் இருப்பவர்கள் தியானத்தில் இருக்கலாம். நாம் இப்பொழுது வகுப்பை முடித்துக் கொள்ளலாம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. நம் அனைவரும் நமது குண்டலினி எழுப்பி பந்தனிட்டுக் கொள்ளலாம்.